Hello, and we are back. I'm here with part 2 of the Sonic 3 LP, but with Knuckles the Echidna. Also, as you can see here, he has his own special ring there, which Sonic cannot get to if I'm not mistaken. And if you can, it's not really worth it to. It might take a while, but I'm pretty sure Sonic can't make it this area at all, even if he backtracks or anything. But yeah, I'm glad to be back and recording a little bit more consistently. I'm also happy to be on this part. I actually really like the second. I really like the Sonic and Knuckles portion of this game. Like, I don't really care for Lava Reef, but everything else is really good. So you know, there's that. Another thing I would like to just talk about a little bit is just you know, if you've played this game, you should do Knuckles Run. The answer is yes, by the way, if you're wondering. Come on, at least the idea of playing the game as a different character has to be somewhat fun too. Like, you don't need to do it as Tails, which, I mean, if you really like the game, go for it. I do it sometimes, but it's not really needed at all. But yeah, Mushroom Hill, there's nothing really hard about this stage. If you remember from the Sonic portion of this LP, if you did watch that, if you didn't, it's okay. Maybe you just wanted to see Knuckles. But this stage is really easy, mainly because it was the first act of Sonic and Knuckles. So, you know, they had to make it easy, but it's obviously not a first stage. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Anyways, oh, come on. We have this boss, which is going to be a lot harder with Knuckles. As you see, with Sonic, I was able to reach from there. For Knuckles, I do have to wait a bit in order for me to hit this guy. Also, this boss is not hard at all, but it does showcase how low Knuckles jumps, which I think was kind of cool to do for this stage. Also, I could have grabbed that ring box and got a 1-up, but guess what's going to happen now? Ring bonus is going to take all my rings, and I'm only going to get 10 rings from this. I usually save these to like the next act, but this time I kind of wanted to grab it. Also, look, it's the lever that Knuckles was pulling to mess with Sonic, which made him go up. But now we get to see Knuckles' side of it. God damn. I don't know why he didn't have the heart animation there. Strange, alright. The thing that is sad about Knuckles as this series goes on is that I feel like they don't put as much care into giving him exclusive levels, which I feel like kind of ruins like half the fun of playing as Knuckles. Like in this game, it's cool because like, whoa, different paths. You get to use a bit, like, it puts more of a focus on Knuckles' abilities. All right, I like that. But like Sonic Mania has, I think it only has one stage. It's one stage exclusive to Knuckles, which is cool, don't get me wrong. But like, I think they should have done more. I could be wrong. I haven't played Mania too much as of recent. I do love that game, though, don't get me wrong. And in Sonic Advance, he has no exclusive paths at all. Oh, I couldn't make it there. That's fine. Look, we're Knuckles. We can take this part. But in Sonic Advance, he has no exclusive like acts or anything. It's like, damn. It kind of gives you almost no reason to play as them, which is kind of sad. But at least I think in the later games, I don't know if this is true for Sonic Mania, but I'm pretty sure he jumps the same height. Like in Advance, he for sure does. Not too positive on the Mania. I'm stuck in the loop. Please help. I think I was supposed to go. Yeah, go up here. I was stuck in the cycle. The infinite cycle of just trying the same thing until it works. Also, if you ever notice me jumping in a loop, I don't know if this is like, I mean, it helps me catch speed. If you jump at like, not the top middle part, but a little bit past that, if you land perfectly like on the corner, you gain a bunch of speed, which is really cool. You can easily mess it up though and lose a bunch of speed, but it's kind of a fun like reward type thing. I don't know if it's good for speedruns. I just like the speed it gives me. Like, it could give not that much speed, but I just think if you land it right, it gives a good amount. It's noticeable in some games more than others. Like, I've used it in Sonic Advance to help a lot. But I don't know if that's the speedrun strat. I mean, I guess it's not, because it's kind of like inconsistent. But come on, it's fun to try to go for it. Also, with this boss, you can get a bunch of hits off at the start. And also, I recommend not gliding there, because if you glide, it cuts all your speed, so it's going to mess with your jump. So don't try to glide. I was very tempted to, that's why I mentioned that. But yeah, that boss is really easy because you can just get a bunch of hits off at the very start, which is makes it even nicer. Alright, time for a flying battery. Yeah, I don't know if I showed it off well there, but yeah, you can like jump on the loop there at a certain spot, and it'll give you a bunch of speed. Also, look at isn't this cool? only Knuckles and Tails can get that little one-up with the lightning shield. Also, I'm not sure if I pointed this out in the first part or not. I don't know. But I think I did mention it when I mentioned Sonic and why he's awesome, but Sonic's the only character in this game who can use the elemental shield to the fullest ability. Like, while, yes, Knuckles and Tails can use, like, you see, like, the electric attributes of the shield here, and get, like, the rings attracted to them, they can't quite get the double jump from it. Which makes sense. I almost got squished there. Oh my goodness. But I think that's a fair balance. The characters have special abilities, Sonic doesn't, but Sonic gets special abilities when he has these shields. But guess what, with these shields, God, whoa! I forgot the devs put spikes there, so it was harder for Knuckles. You see, I'm not used to Knuckles' short jump. Hello? I'm really not used to it, so it's throwing me off, I can't lie. Sorry for my not as pro gameplay. But Sonic, I play it all the time. I love playing this game as Sonic. It's a game I play. Ooh, I forgot that if you hold up, you can go up to those fans and it will hurt you. I forgot about that because in Sonic Mania, it purposely stops you before you can reach the fans. But in this game, it doesn't do that, so you do have to be very careful. God, I feel like such an idiot doing that. Whatever. It's fine. Also, if you need a reason to play air, play it because how easy it is to go through these areas. If you are wondering, you can get Sonic 3 Air to run on mobile. There's probably I followed a tutorial. I don't have one on like the back of my mind, but you could probably just search up how to download Sonic 3 Air on mobile. I even got to work on my iPad, so it's pretty doable. Oh. Alright, the strat for this boss I would recommend doing is standing on it and spin dashing in the direction that's going to attack you. I guess, I don't know if doing the other way, but I just find this to be a good way. I think just spin dashing in general, like watch. Do be careful though, because the other one swings in a weird way, so I'd recommend just going for the one that attacks you and wait for that moment. It's more consistent that way. I can guarantee your safety that way, at least. There you go, I'll move the sign once. The only time I'll move it in this playthrough. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, sorry, the music, sorry. I totally forgot to mention this in the main playthrough, but unlike in Sonic 1 or 2, Act 2's have like a slightly different remix of the songs. Like it's not just the same song again. It's like they'll change the pitch and stuff. You'll notice it more in other acts, and actually you'll notice it in probably all the acts, but you'll notice it especially like in Sandopolis and stuff like that. So I think that's a neat thing they added, and I'm glad most of the Sonic games stuck with that. I know Advance 2 at least did it. Sonic Mania I'm pretty sure does. Yeah, Sonic Mania does do it if I remember. Yeah, it does. So I think that's a neat thing they added to these games. Okay, but like I was saying earlier, this game can't run on mobile. and you can connect a controller to it with Bluetooth. So if you don't have a PC, you can do it that way, or just be awesome and play it on Steam Deck if you own one. And if you own a Steam Deck, congrats. You're pretty awesome for that. I thought I was about to go down again. I want to show off this path because you know, you can go to it as Knuckles. You can actually go to it as Sonic too, but easier with Knuckles since he can climb. I believe I've made it up there with Hypersonic. I don't know if you need Hyper or if you can just do it as normal, but I've done it as Hyper, so you can do that. You know, sometimes we're talking about game things I totally forgot to mention at the start, like the act music being different and whatnot. I did forget to mention how I didn't really focus on it too much. I think I did mention it, but I didn't focus on it. How this game actually has save files, which doesn't matter if you're playing the versions I'm playing, which all have save files, but, you know... and Sonic Origins has save files too, but it was a neat thing. If you died in a zone, you just had to restart on the first act, which isn't that bad. Unless you suck at the game, which that was me as a kid. But that's why this continues. But, you know, continues are kind of weird to get in these Sonic games. You have to be good at the special stages, but that means you have to be good at the stage enough to get the requirements to get into said but you know, it's not really that great of a whatever. Lives in games are something interesting. I like them, not really. I think they're just nice to have to, oh, come on, to just like flex. Oh yeah, I got 99 lives. They're fun to collect, but they're kind of annoying in practice when it's your first time playing it. I don't know why I just let that happen to me. But yeah, this boss, since I'm Knuckles and I don't jump as high, I can't end this quicker, so you just kind of gotta wait here. Come on! Woo! That was a little tight. See you later, Egg Robo. I thought Knuckles wasn't gonna make that jump for a second. Yeah, if you're noticing, I did say Knuckles was slower, but like, it really doesn't feel like it, to be honest. Like, does it feel like the gameplay's super slow to you? At least the walking and running, it's not that bad. But that's what makes them fun. They didn't needlessly make them super slow just to make it a thing. I'm talking to you, Amy, in Sonic Adventure 1. God, I know we're not there yet, but you know, I'll talk about it when we get there eventually. But Amy in Sonic Adventure just kind of annoys me because it has so much promise, but it's just not good. Also, your rings do fall through these platforms. Be very careful with that. Gliding into them is probably the quickest way, I'm just noticing now. The glide does a little knockback animation, so you won't fall into the spikes here. It knocks them back. So, usually I don't like that, but in this fight, I'm really enjoying that. Ugh. And Bazinga. Come on, explode faster. I'm catching up to you. Come on, Knuckles, you can get him. You could just glide onto his thing. End of the game. Ooh, time for Sandopolis. Ah, I love the music in this. It's one of my favorite zones to replay for some reason. I'm a freak like that, I guess. I was gonna mention something. Oh yeah, that flying battery door. You know the one that we just came down here. We came into Sandopolis. Well, that door was originally going to be the thing we sledded on during Ice Cap, as in Sonic's portion at least. So Sandopolis was supposed to be after Ice Cap, but you know, they reordered the whole game, as they tend to do with these classic games, I've noticed. A lot of these games like to switch the orders. I think Sonic 2 did it, they just removed stages, if I'm not mistaken. So that's one of the classic games that didn't switch its order, but it sure as hell removed a lot of zones. Anyways, like the Sonic portion, it does have some slow block moving sections like that, but you know what, on Knuckles I could just glide. And for Tails you could just fly. And you know, Sonic has hypersonic too, so you can also glide how easily go up those things. Don't think of the glide as just like a tool to get across a big gap. You can use it in a lot of ways. I think that's how you know it's a good move, like a good move, when you can use it more than in like one occasion. Which I think is neat. I do wish the climbing was faster, like Knuckles is climbing. Like maybe in Sonic and Knuckles it's fine to not have it as fast as have it super fast. But like later games, I kinda like Sonic Superstars, Knuckles would be so much funner if you climbed faster. Which is funny because Sonic Advance 3 had a thing where you can if you teamed up with, I wanna say Amy? I don't know who. You can not again. Anyways, in Sonic Advance 3, you can team up with someone. I'm pretty sure it's Amy, I could be wrong. But Knuckles can spin dash up walls, and that was super cool. And I don't know why no other 2D Sonic game has done that again. But oh well. These Scorpion guys sometimes give me some issue in this stage. You like it? It's because you have to be very careful when attacking them. You have to attack them in a different way you would than a normal enemy, because of the way they launch their attack. So just be cautious. Fine. Also, if you want the fastest way to beat this boss, you could lead the boss all the way here, the boss we're going to right now. You can lead him here, or you could just knock him into it, which is definitely the recommended way. I would not recommend you just having him do slow little jumps. I'll just wait for his head to appear and hit him and knock him back. And just repeat. If you do the other way, it's so slow. It's not even that much safer. Like, do you see like how not hard this boss is? It used to be. I think in the original, like not Sonic 3 Air. Woo! It was probably better to. I think it was probably the same speed or better to just lead him there, but. In this version, since he gets knocked back like ×2, it's a lot faster to do it that way. Also, like I was saying about the the music in Act 2, they're very different. This one's more like mellow. Also, neat detail, unlucky for Knuckles, but since Sonic already released the Ghost when we played this earlier, well, guess what? Knuckles has to deal with it now, so you didn't even get the pleasure of being without the Ghost for a couple seconds. Even though you would have... You see, they're already released. Thanks a lot, Sonic. But anyways... Also, I didn't ever mention the original... This part loops right here. You see how I go up here, and it just launches me back to where I started. What you have to do here is wait for this second one, jump here, and that's it. That's literally it. That's all you have to do for that section. It's not that hard, to be honest. So time for my pro gamer jump. I messed it up, but Knuckles' glide saved me. Another point for Knuckles being awesome. Also, me spin dashing those things there on this version is slower. I do realize that now, because this version made it quicker to push those blocks or the switches, whatever. So it is slower, but it looks cooler. Okay, come on. And I'm too used to the original. You know, I played the original too many times to count. I lost. I'm gonna be sad when I should. Oh god. Who needs that switch? Am I right? The ghosts don't attack me until they get horns, anyways. I'm sure there'll be a switch soon. I canceled my glide earlier by accident. Damn, I don't remember what I was talking about previously. Oopsies. That makes me a bad YouTuber. Damn, I really don't remember. Whatever. Oh, you see, I found the switch. Oh god, I was kind of fucking that up. But you can do this section faster with Knuckles and Tails because you can glide or whatever. I mean, it's not gonna save you that much time, to be honest. Like the sand, by how much I keep messing up, I would have done it in this. Oh my! Oh my god! Sorry if I put you on edge there. I just I underestimated how fast the sand rises. To be honest. Oopsies. I love gliding into those guys. Also, I always purposely avoid those little things because I don't like how slow it takes to go down the towers. Not a big fan of that. Also, look at Knuckles can break through these now. If you've ever seen those, I did mention it in the Sonic portion. Like, oh look at those blocks. I wonder what's up with those blocks. And we get to see Knuckles' little area here. Yeah, I was like, I'm in the worst spot. Either I get to hit both or they both hit me. It was the worst case. Ah, I fell down. That was the easiest glide ever. I keep trying to glide onto the side of those things. You can't do that. No, I can't jump up there either. Luckily for me, there's a Knuckles thing here. A part of me tells me you can make that jump. And a part of me just says, yeah, I'm pretty sure Knuckles could make that too, but you know, it's not worth all that time. So I don't. Oh, I remember what that switch does. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. You can climb up. It's because, okay, I assume Knuckles couldn't climb up that thing for some reason. I knew there was a sand thing. I just didn't know where. That was the. It's because, okay, Knuckles can't climb on certain things, like ledges and stuff like that, you know. It kind of messes up his whole climbing thing. Well, I forgot you could just climb up that fucking thing. Oh, but my bad. I should have just known. That's stupid. That's stupid. Oh, whatever. I'm making my LP needlessly longer. God damn. The song isn't that bad though. Stop complaining, everyone that complains about this damn zone. The fun zone. You know, I kind of shat on this boss with Sonic because I did have the Insta Shield. I don't have the Insta Shield here, but this boss isn't too bad. Just wait for this arm to extend out, and you can get 2 hits in. Oh, you see the Knuckles combos go crazy. You see, look at that was actually a really fun boss. You know what? I'd give that boss. It's probably the best boss, low key, as Knuckles. Might just be. Anyways, it's time for a Lava Reef Zone. We do enter an entirely different way than Sonic did. We already had to deal with this guy. Uh-oh. Okay, luckily there's a ring box here. Something that would have been really nice, like for like Knuckles, is if you carried momentum as he glided. Like if I did a spin dash and glided and he kept that speed. Oh my god, Knuckles would be one of my favorite characters to play. Like honestly, I'd probably still play Sonic though because I like Sonic. My favorite character in the Sonic franchise is Sonic the Hedgehog, which is not a very unpopular opinion. And anyways, Lava Reef, just be careful of the crushers, many lava. If you can't, try to get a fire shield. If you have a fire shield, you can literally just go through all these walls. It'll literally be. You see, look at a fire shield right here. What do you look at that? You know, be careful of the spikes though. Don't want to lose your 5 shield from something stupid like that. The spikes are angled so weirdly. You do have to glide, and I was not doing that. I do like how Knuckles breaks through a wall there. It kind of like, you know, it adds more to the point that Knuckles knows this place, like knows Angel Island. He can just break through shit, and he's super strong. And also, it's just satisfying. watch out for that fire. I like how you get that bounce off on that guy there. But you might remember a lot of these you already here at the boss. So I mentioned this boss, Sonic's portion, how it's not that hard. With Knuckles, it's gonna take a bit longer though, because guess who can't fucking jump high? And the hand, I can't just stand. I mean, I could have just been Super Knuckles, I guess, but whatever. Ah, goddammit. Lava Reef is gonna be even more annoying with the waiting bosses. Good joke. I lost the ring. It's okay. I haven't died once in this LP at all, so I won't die. That's just the rules, I'm sorry. Oh, damn! Did you guys hear that part of the song? You know what? Maybe I'm not so annoyed that that boss was long. That part of the song kicks ass, holy shit. Alright, time for Act 2. Now, you know, after this act is when we're gonna start getting a lot more, you know, we're gonna be missing a lot of stuff. Fun fact, this is the final part. And this is the final main zone of the game. like full level of the game. You're probably like, what? What about Sky Sanctuary and Death Egg Zone? Well, like we saw on Launch Base, the Death Egg's not launching again. I'm really trying to get this damn thing, I'm sorry. But the Death Egg's not launching again, so it's just gone. You know, we dealt with Eggman, we're dealing with Egg Robo right now. So Death Egg Zone, we don't have it at all. And Sky Sanctuary, well, we'll see when we get there. No need to spoil it when we're gonna see it in like 3 minutes or so. Also, that's why the Fire Shield's awesome. I would have been burnt to a crisp, but Fire Shield saves me once again. Also, we gotta go through these cool tubes, which we didn't really use at all with Sonic. I don't think we see them with Sonic. Maybe like in the background, but not as like a main thing. God, you see how Knuckles like randomly doesn't climb onto stuff? That's why I thought I couldn't climb onto that one door, okay? I'm not stupid, I swear. Alright, watch this. This is the bonus stage I've been waiting to show you guys. God! What? Yeah, that's probably like my last chance to try to get it, but you know, whatever, I don't care. Oh, I gotta hit the button again. There we go. For some reason, when you go into special stages, the buttons you pressed, you know, they don't keep like the activation, so you gotta press the buttons again. A lot of things reset when you go into special stages, to be honest. So, like, you know, you're not super anymore, all of that stuff. Also, I'm kind of sad I messed up the whole speed part on this part. It looks really cool. I have so many rings. Also, I purposely haven't been showing Hyper Knuckles. I don't think it's Hyper Knuckles. It's like the name, I don't know. I think the game says Hyper Knuckles, but it's not really. Anyways, the reason why I'm not showing it is because, you know, I felt kind of bad for using it at all in part 1. So, you know, why not use it on the harder zones of the game? Also, if you're wondering, these things do have the same sound effect as many of the lasers in the game. The one we heard in Flying Battery, and the one from the second to final boss as Sonic. That's so cool. You know, to be honest, I should replay Knuckles' thing a lot more. Also, Hidden Palace Zone. Don't expect an actual zone here, to be honest. And Sonic's story, this is where we fought Knuckles and story happened, but as Knuckles, we literally just like that, and we're out. Now we're on Sky Station. But Angel Island's at the top there. Oh, is that Egg? Oh shit, that's Egg Robo. Oh shit, he got me. Ah, fuck. Oh, I gotta restart. Oh, what? What the fuck? What? I thought Sonic dealt with that. I thought Knuckles like, okay, now we'll get out. But yeah, Mecha Sonic's back. If you remember from the Sonic portion, when Sonic beat him, he didn't die. He didn't explode at all. He just kind of like, was like he was powered down. I guess like, what would the word be? I don't know. Just, systems were down. But you know, he's back here for vengeance. Probably trying to be like, I'll help Eggman or something. I don't know. But yeah. Also, I really like the Angel Island floating in the background. But that's not it. Oh, the music kicked in. I forgot how cool that is. He uses the fucking Master Emerald to power himself up. That's so cool. I wish like we would have more stuff like this. But yeah, this is Knuckles' final boss. He has to deal with a powered up Mecha Sonic using the Master Emerald as his power source. Which you can't hit him while he's powered up. So you have to pretty much just avoid his attacks, which I think is very fair for the final boss. Be very careful though. He's kicking my ass on all looks. You do have to wait for him to he'll shoot these things at you. Uh-oh. And he'll power down. This is you have a chance to hit him here, but after that, that's it. Like, once he's powered up, you have to wait. He's pretty much supersonic, so you know, be careful. Yeah, we didn't get the Doomsday music. Vegas, don't spit that shit. Holy fuck. Uh-oh, I have no rings here. It's kind of embarrassing if this is the one thing I died to. I have to really hope I don't die here. Oh my god. There you go. See, I got the hit off I've been trying to get off. Alright, we're back. I got 2 hits off on them. So, you know, it's pretty much what happened last time. But let me properly use if I'm dying this time. You need to be very careful about his attacks. He will untransform after he shoots 3 of these things, so do keep that in mind. You can get a hit off if you remember that. Be very careful though. As you see, I almost lost everything there and had no rings. Thank goodness for the ring mechanics, so I could just be pretty done with these boss fights. So like that. Ooh, double hit off. I'm greeting. Okay, there you go. I'm sorry, I needed that other hit. I needed 3 hits at least. Oh, what the? I do not remember ever seeing this attack. What the? Oh, that's it. That's the boss. Oh shit, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, see, there you go. See, he actually exploded that time. Even saw little bits of him go out. But yeah, Sky Sanctuary is dead. But guess what? Sonic is actually flying the tornado for once, you know. It is his airplane after all. So it's nice, and it's cute to see Sonic and Knuckles working together. Knuckles giving a little thumbs up, like, yeah, thank you, buddy. Yeah, now Angel Island's not worried. You see how it was like doing tilting? It was kind of like wobbling. It was probably falling down if I'm assuming so. But see, now it's stable, and everything's fine. I like how you can see the pyramid there. You can see, I believe, Marble Garden there. You can't see Ice Cap or anything, but you can see these 2 zones, which is cool. You see the pyramid. You can see like the Marble Garden type aesthetic zone, which is really cool. But yeah, that's it for the Knuckles, for Sonic 3 in general, actually. I'm done with this game. That's it for all these videos about it. You know, it's been a blast to play this game again. And I'm happy if you watched all these videos and enjoyed the journey. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, maybe subscribe too, please. But I do plan to make more Sonic videos, so if you're in the market for that, do expect more. My next video is either going to be Sonic Chaos / Sonic and Tails, or it's going to be an extra video on the Genesis Classic games. Whichever video I make first, decide on when I get there, whichever one I'm feeling to make at the current moment. But yeah, those are my next plans for this Sonic whole marathon. I don't really have a name for it. It's really just a Sonic marathon of Let's Plays. So yeah, um, please do stay tuned. I do hope you learned something from this LP. Maybe not as much from the Sonic portion where I probably showed you stuff while I was playing. I probably didn't say much about it, but you probably noticed it while watching. So yeah. God, I really got to stop doing recording sessions at one go. Talking for 40 minutes sure hurt your throat if you're doing it at a higher volume than you normally talk. Yeah. But yes. The credits, I don't know how long these things are, to be honest. So I never know when I should start talking about a new topic or not. Or whatnot. Whatever. It's special things, so I'm assuming that's pretty much it. Never mind. I actually really don't like Sky's interesting that much. Actually, no, it's good. It's good. Oh, we get a nice little view of the Earth. How cute. And we get the Angel Island Revisited credits here, too. It's very important. Make sure, I don't know if they could support the devs. I'll have to check that. But, they definitely did a lot of work. And, oh wow. I'm so happy they did this. Was it a Switch port? What the fuck? Nintendo Switch? Yeah! Alright, see y'all later. Toodles!